Oh no, Daniel Prado just did a 2-hour live stream video about me. My YouTube career is absolutely over. I'm just going to hang it up. I'm going to shut everything down. Well, this is just my opinion, but maybe the founder of Worldwide Token, Daniel Prado, the safuu shilling snowflake, and the Worldwide Token community should probably be more worried about the price chart of the token and the amount of liquidity in the liquidity pool. And spoiler alert, that's about $23,500. And maybe they should be more worried about the fact that they just got a bunch of BNB stuck in a contract without the ability to get it back. BNB that they took from their community for NFT sales, like some geniuses, obviously, rather than be worried about my Miami bronze tan because I live in Florida and there's your little lines from my sunglasses that you think you got me on something that absolutely doesn't matter. Drew goes to a tanning bed. Nah, dude, I just live in Florida. I don't live in New Jersey and ride around in my car every day. I have a pool in my backyard and I use it. Don't be jealous about that. But here's one thing. I do have to apologize. And this is a sincere apology to Daniel Prado and the Worldwide Token community. I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. I was absolutely wrong about thinking that you guys would understand my train of thought and that you would just look into exactly what I was saying and understand the mathematics behind it. But unfortunately, I have to explain everything, which is exactly what I'm about to do. And I'm going to blow all of that stuff that you guys were saying to smithereens in my comment section, like the keyboard warriors that everybody is. And we're going to do that with math in this video. So Daniel Prado, unfortunately, everything that you said is about to be smashed into oblivion. You have like 3 or 4 claims that you guys all think that you got me on. And I know you guys were like, oh, we finally got him on something. No one's ever got him on anything. We got him on this. Well, my main apology to you guys is that I dumbed it down to the most simplistic manner that I possibly could in order for people to understand and convey it, because whenever I start spitting numbers doing math, I lose everyone. But apparently that was a detriment to delivering my message. So now I'm going to deliver that message in the way that it needs to be delivered, because now everybody's trying to say, oh, you got these things wrong, when in fact I didn't. You have like 3 to 4 claims that you all think you got me on. Your claim that my APY is wrong when I quoted 57 to 77% APY on World Token. Well, unfortunately, I'm about to blow that to smithereens with math. Weird. You claim that my 5% of the fees going to people is wrong. Well, ruh-roh, as Scooby-Doo would say, because I'm again going to blow that to Kingdom Come with math. You also claim that I don't know what a rebasing token is. And this is actually kind of comical. And I'm absolutely going to obliterate that in about 2 minutes. So make sure you pay attention to that. You also claim that I have the YouTubers that are shilling your stuff wrong. Okay, the one that I may have wrong is the Greek DeFi guru dude. And he did do a video with you, but I'm not going to sit here and stalk his page every single day to see if he's still buddy-buddy with you, because it truly doesn't matter to me. And second off, I have legitimate businesses that I need to run, which is exactly what I'm doing every single day. The Wolfer Finances of the world that do master and validator nodes and blockchain infrastructure, the PreSends of the world, a PatentPending, only one in the world, wallet transaction security software that stops accidentally lost crypto dead in its tracks from ever going to that cross-chain black hole. Let's look at these websites actually really quick comparatively to your website, right? Look at PreSend. PreSend is a work of art. Absolutely just ridiculously awesome website. Look at this stuff. I mean, honestly, this is what a real company's website looks like, right? And then you've got this. You've got this, all right? This is what another real company looks like, Wolfer Finance. Go check them out. We've got CFs opening in the coming weeks if you actually want something that's going to be here for a while. Now, that's my point, is I'm not going to sit here and stalk the YouTubers that do a video on you because, truly doesn't matter to me. I have 2 real businesses to run, so that's exactly what I'll do. And I'm also not going to live stream from my car every 15 minutes like you, Danny. Then you also claim that I am too tan. Okay. Again, I live in Florida. What do you expect? Now, to your first point, and get ready because I'm about to smash all of this into oblivion in true Drew fashion, like only Drew can do, which is my entire reputation on this platform. And I have yet to be wrong about hundreds of projects over hundreds of videos. So what makes you think that, you know, I've never been wrong about one single project thus far? Why would this be the first one? Is it the flawed mathematics? The unsustainable returns? The impossible economics? Nope, not at all. Apparently it's because Samuel Prado is such an expert on picking winning projects like safuu, safuu-X, safuu Go. I rest my case. Oh, wait, my bad. All those projects sucked and rubbed, but he was right there telling you to hold on until the very end so that he could cash out all of his coins before you did. But at least Samuel, the safuu sheep shiller, gives you his word that this is going to work and it's going to change the world. So why wouldn't you trust him on this one? You know, the guy that promoted multiple scams back to back, rather than listening to the guy, me, that called out those exact same scams and like 100 more and warned everyone about them all. Definitely don't trust that guy, me. But I digress. Drew doesn't know what a rebase token is. Okay. What if I told you that Danny Boy has 0 clue what a rebase token is and the mechanics behind it, the economic principles that it stands on, and is instead just regurgitating what he learned from the scammer that he mentored under, Brian Legend of safuu, safuu Go, safuu-X, all that. And I'll prove it. So get your finger axes and your swords out, keyboard warriors, because you're in for a wild ride today. Now, this is from your own white paper, okay? And I'm going to screen share this. Since you accused me of not looking at it, this white paper provides a technical overview of World, a rebasing token built on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, let's look at what some real companies with like actual reputations, not just some guy that streams from the side of the road in his car and mentored under a scam artist known as Brian Legend. Let's see what they say, what a rebase, a rebase token is, right? Because, obviously Daniel is over here telling you rebase, we're different from all the other ones, woo, right? So let's look at some like legitimate companies and what they say about what rebase tokens actually are, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and share this. Boom, where are we at? Bam, all right, cool, let's get it. There's your brief synopsis of what they say that worldwide token is. This paper provides a technical overview of WorldCoin, world token, whatever you want to call it, a rebasing token built on the Binance Smart Chain. So what does Coinly say a rebase token is? A rebase token, also known as an elastic token, is a kind of cryptocurrency where the supply is algorithmically adjusted to control price. To do this, rebase tokens automatically burn or mint new tokens, depending on whether the price needs to go up or down. Each rebase token protocol works slightly differently, depending on the code behind it and the purpose of the protocol. Weird. Now, let's see what CoinDesk has to say about it. A rebase or elastic token is a cryptocurrency whose supply is algorithmically adjusted in order to control its price, similar to stablecoins. Rebase tokens are actually pegged to another asset. But instead of using reserves to maintain the peg, rebase tokens automatically burn tokens in circulation or mint new tokens. Weird. Obviously, this token isn't pegged to another asset, so that's a little bit different. Now, what does CoinMarketCap say, all right, about this? A rebase or price elastic token is designed in a way that the circulating token supply adjusts. automatically according to a token's price fluctuations. This expansion and contraction is what we call a rebase mechanism. Now, since Daniel likes to show things that I say in his videos 4 different times, and I promise you my video isn't going to be 2 hours long because I can actually get to a point and I can actually make my point validly and factually and in an efficient manner. So I won't have you on here for 2 hours like he did, you know, making fun of his tan or something that he thought was out of a tanning bed. Weird. Now, so I'm going to show you a fourth one. What does cryptonews.com say about this, right? What are rebase/elastic tokens? Rebase tokens are a type of cryptocurrency that adjusts their supply to maintain price stability. This is in contrast to traditional cryptocurrencies, which have a fixed supply determined at the time of their creation. Okay, so now, leading me to my next point. Who are you going to believe? The most reputable companies in the game, or some Goomba that live streams from his car with essentially zero entertainment value and a reputation that has been literally obliterated because he tethered himself to a serial scammer, Brian Legend, on all the safuu protocols, and coincidentally called safuu the golden goose on multiple occasions. Again, I think I'll believe the reputable companies, but you can feel free to do whatever you want to do. So tell me again, who doesn't know what a rebasing token is? Oh, yeah, it's Daniel. Stop believing what this guy is telling you. Simple Google searches will have you not looking ill-prepared and like blind followers that just regurgitate already regurgitated stuff that he regurgitated that trickled down from Daniel's scammer mentor, Brian Legend. And don't forget, he was best buds with Brian and even attended all of those safuu events with him. Go check his channel. The guy was literally just a useful idiot that Brian was happy to have, right? And he was paid very well by Brian, might I add, blindly showing you garbage the whole time that safuu was happening. Remember that. Don't forget that stuff. And a quick tidbit. This right here is probably the single best thumbnail that you have ever had, my friend. Let's check it out. Window. Boom. This is Daniel Prado, by the way. This is probably literally the best thumbnail that you've ever had. Okay. Why don't you put yourself on any of your thumbnails? Okay. I'm wondering that. Unfortunately, your entertainment value and draw are still at like an all-time low, but you're welcome for the good thumbnail. You literally paraded around on your own live stream for 2 hours in your car and paused it every time you saw your own face like a narcissist, similar to the histrionic mentor that you had in Brian Legend, with one key difference. And then you oohed and awed about how handsome you are. But it's weird because you'd think for such a handsome guy that has such a high opinion of himself, you'd put your face on all the thumbnails to get clicks. I mean, we all know that trick. If you're good looking, you put your face on the thumbnail because people click it, right? Weirdest thing about this is that if you search Daniel Prado on YouTube, the first one that pops up is literally the video that you did with my face on the thumbnail and my name in the title. Weird. I thought that I was irrelevant, right? Oh, I guess YouTube didn't think so. Now, let's move on. I'm not even going to get into the narcissistic tendencies because this isn't like a psychological, assessment of who Daniel is, even though he's literally the textbook definition of a narcissist that learned that narcissism probably from a textbook histrionic personality type. And those are personality disorders, by the way. Brian Legend being the histrionic personality type. So does anyone really, this is something that I really want to touch on, right? Anyone that thinks centralized exchanges are a good thing for this token, look at every other DeFi project that quoted getting on centralized exchanges. Those are literally exit liquidity. They will literally dump those tokens. And guess what doesn't happen on the centralized exchanges? 16% sell and 4% buy taxes, right? People will literally take that little 2% hit, transfer their coins to the centralized exchanges, and then dump that without having to take that 16% hit on the sell tax, right? But seriously, honestly, let's be real. Look at this volume, and then you tell me, what you think, because it's just, this is just not awesome, right? Look at this volume really quick. And you tell me, oh yeah, and by the way, you know, we'll get to this in just a second, the 100x stuff. Look at the volume on this coin. It's $3.2 thousand a day. All right, so that's my point. Look at the volume on that coin, 3K in daily volume. Centralized exchanges aren't going to help that because no one knows about the token, so no one's going to buy it. All right, it's meaningless and it's a waste of time and money. Stay where the degens play. All right, which is DEXs, decentralized exchanges, and use that money that you're saying that you're sending to these centralized exchanges for marketing. I'm literally giving you free game here, Danny. You're welcome. So, why did we say that your returns are between 57 and 77% that you quoted on your website? Well, we're going to back that up with some math really quick because, you know, I do real math. And when I do that, I lose people like whoever's watching this video and commenting that in the comments section. And then obviously people like your fearless leader, Danny boy, Scamio Prado, right? That's linked himself and literally built his entire platform off of tethering himself to a scam artist and scams. Okay, so let's do the real math. I said it was 57% because it's easy math for people that don't pay attention when I actually do math and throw numbers at you. 77% minus, follow me here, your 4% buy tax and 16% sell tax. Now, pay close attention and follow me. I don't want to lose you. 16 plus 4 is 20. 77 minus 20 is 57. Got it? Okay, now let's do the real math because apparently that was way too simple for you, but I'm about to blow this to smithereens. Your 77% is an APY. The difference between an APR and an APY is the APY means you take all of your money or profits or whatever as soon as you get them and you roll them right back into the investment, and this one being every 15 minutes, and it auto compounds. APR is just simply taking your profits and running with them as soon as your income and taking them as income as soon as you get your interest. Now, here's a scenario. You buy $100 worth of this poo coin, right? Worldwide token that has 3.2K volume, $147,000 market cap, and less than 400 holders. Okay, let's be real. You know, you bought it. Now, here's another thing. I think it's weird that their like ticker is world. It almost seems like it's trying its best to trick people that it's WorldCoin from ChatGPT. It's like making its name is eerily similar so as to confuse people and maybe pick up some stragglers that don't look into it on the swaps and the dexes because its ticker is world. But, you know, again, I've digressed. You buy $100 worth of WorldCoin. You're charged 4.08% for your buy tax. You now have $95.92. You hold your coins for an entire full year and it auto compounds for you, earning 77%. What's $95.92 times 1.77? That's your 77%. It's $169.78. Then you sell those coins. You're now charged 15.92% sell tax. What's $169.78 times 84.08%, which is what you would get back after the sell tax? You now have $142.75. $142.75, I probably already lost you, but I'm going to continue. Minus $100 is $42.75. Now, follow me. $42.75, your profit, divided by your initial $100 that you put in is 42.75%. So I was actually being generous when I told you that your returns were in between 57 and 77%. But you being the Goomba that you are, I had to shoot the crap out of it, right? I had to show you the real numbers, and now it's even worse. So now it's 42.5%, bro. Sorry. So 42.75% is what people can make, assuming that the token price stays the same for an entire year and doesn't go down like every other project known to mankind. All right. And like, let's be real. Look at this. Look at the safuu chart and look at every other chart from every other rebasing token in history. This is what's going to happen. This was like the first month and then boom. That's what you can expect here. This is what's going to happen, guys. Now, and gals, right? Because we know at least 15% of you are women and we appreciate you showing up, women. Now, If you sell your profits on the way up, Lord help you. You aren't making anything close to that 42.75% that I just showed you is what you would be making, okay? So look at this thing. I mean, your claim to fame is that you sold out Pink Sale in 7 seconds. The market cap of this thing is $145,000, meaning that there's $100,000 of the, or 100,000 of the 10 million tokens on the market. Like, seriously, look at the contract address to get the real picture. People are sitting here saying, hey, Drew, you didn't do your research. No, I actually did the research, but I didn't think that I had to break it down to a fundamental level that people were like, they couldn't just like make these inferences. Look at this contract address. This is the WorldCoin contract address. The top 3 holders are the contract addresses, and they hold 99%. The contract address holds 9.85 million. That's the treasury or whatever it's called. 28.5K tokens and 16,000 tokens respectively in all 3 contract addresses. That's 9.897 million of your tokens. They're not even on the market. Holders of WorldCoin, what do you think happens when these other 9.9 million or 99% of the token supply come onto the market? Does WorldCoin token stay at $1.45? Nope. Guess what the actual top holder of WorldCoin is? It's right here. Literally 6,440 WorldCoin, okay? Which is worth $9,338 or $7,800 if they pay the sell tax. And guess what else? Once you get out of the top 27 actual holders, because remember, the top 3 contract addresses. 983 is the top holder after you get out of the top 27. It's less than 1,000 tokens per person after that. There's only 395 holders, and 3 of those are the contract addresses. So that top holder that you just saw with $7,800 worth of worldwide token, if they sell, they take literally over 25% of the liquidity in the liquidity pool. That leaves 75% or around $16,000 for the other 390 holders to split up. Like, go check this. This is on Deck Screener. What a joke. What a joke, okay? And you heard that right. The liquidity pool is literally only $23,500. It's $47,000 on Deck Screener, but half of that is in World Token, okay? Which is worthless. You want proof? Here it is. 108 wrapped BNB. That's $23,500. What about those other 2 wallets? They only hold WorldCoin, 28,470, 9.85 million WorldCoins. Literally go and check all of this stuff out. One of them's the contract wallet. The other one's the Gnosis safe, okay? Good luck getting your money out of here. Literally, look at this. Good luck getting your money out of this, okay? Because now you're starting to see why there's all these taxes, 4% to buy it, 16% to sell it, 2% to transfer tokens anywhere. Remember how he was saying that they were going to get a partnership with Spritz? Yep. Every time you transfer your token over to Spritz to pay your mortgage, like he was saying with the $800 of World Token that you own, that you're going to pay your mortgage with, it's gone. 2% of it's gone as soon as you transfer it. You also claim to have a 100x coin here. Where's that at? Boom, the next 100x coin, okay? Or at least your YouTube video and title say that. Tell me, how are you going to get there with this type of volume, okay? 3.2K in daily trading volume. How are we going to get 100x on your coin? A token supply that's less than 1% on the market, which is primed to kill all the people holding the other 99%. $5, $50, $60 buy orders with $200 sell orders outweighing them. A $147,000 market cap and only 24K in the liquidity pool for people to get their money out. What's the math on that? I'd love to hear it. Give me the math. Because there's 100,000 tokens in circulations. That means that you have, do the math, $23,500 divided by 103,000 tokens. That means you have less than 23.5 cents to back up each one of the tokens that are in circulation right now. Great value. Great value. But Daniel doesn't give projections, right? Well, here's the first page synopsis on the white paper. And I quote, "We have the potential to surpass 10x growth and still benefit from a deflationary token. Sincerely, Daniel Prado." Then it says directly under that, disclaimer. This white paper is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial or investment advice. Here's another claim that you made in your video. 80 to 90% of the fees go back to the community. Again, these are from the white paper. So, let's break that down, because this alludes to my 5% of the fees only going to your token holders. And I'm going to prove that. 5% vaporized automatically. Sent in world, right? Gone forever. 15, this is for your buy taxes, your 4%. 5% of that gets vaporized. 15% allocated automatically to the liquidity pool. So that's world coin going to the liquidity pool. Worthless world coin. Doesn't go to investors, goes to where people can buy it, but doesn't give them any money or value. 20% is allocated to the BBV, the buyback and vaporize wallet. Again, vaporized, right? If they don't buy back the token, then they vaporize it. 10% is allocated to the world pool, sent in world. There's your investment portion, 10% of the 4%. They literally give you 24 hours to claim this, though. And if you don't claim, you're SOL or out of luck, right? And then they tax you 2% and send it to the treasury. What's 10% of 4%? 0.4%. 50% of that is then allocated to the world treasury. Again, not going to the investors. This is literally giving you, the project owners, the ability to sell the world coin or token for BNB, the project, that is. Taking away from that $23,500 in generous liquidity that you're, allowing your people to, use. Then here's your sell tax, 16%. 5% of that goes to vaporization, the vapor, whatever, automatically. 25% is allocated automatically to the liquidity pool, okay? Not to the investors. 25% allocated to the buyback and vaporize wallet, again, not to investors. 10% allocated to the world pool, sit in world. So what's 10% of 16%? It's 1.6%. Okay, so remember these numbers. And then 35% goes to the world treasury, not to investors. Then your transfer fee is 2%. So of that 2%, 0.5 gets vaporized, and then 1.5 goes to the world pool. Okay, so 75% of the tax. Now, add that 1.5%, follow me. Add the 1.6% that goes to the world pool from the sell tax. Add the 0.4% that goes to the world pool from the buy tax, and you have a grand whopping total of 3.5% of the fees going to token holders. Again, I was being generous. I was giving you more favorable numbers to make it simple, just rounding it up to 5%. When I did the video by saying around 5% of the fees go back to your holders. But now I just proved it's less than that, man. So of that 22% in potential fees, the 16 and 4 and 2%, 3.5% of that goes to your holders. And that's literally 16% of the aggregate. So no, not 80 to 90% like Danny Boy is quoting, okay? So he's probably including his promises of buying you goodies with treasury funds and including the tokens that are burned, which don't go into anyone's pocket. But it's deflationary. Okay, they burn the tokens and then immediately add to your balance every 15 minutes with the 99% that's still locked up. Sounds like a great plan. Oh, and my bad. Since we're arguing semantics, since you guys love to argue semantics, you aren't entered for a chance to win their prizes. You're just SOL if you don't claim your prizes in the 24-hour window. Oops, my bad. Sorry that I misspoke and my semantics were a little off on that. Still, either way, absolute joke. They're literally taking the treasury world coins, converting it inside of the taking money out of the liquidity pool, money that you should be able to earn, converting it to BNB, draining it so that you can't, and then purchasing other legitimate tokens like BNB, BTC, Ethereum, whatever it is that they're purchasing, rather than just giving you the BNB that you'd probably rather have and leaving it in the LP. This is exactly like every other rebasing, or should I say rebasing protocol, except this guy doesn't know the definition of rebasing like, verifiably most rebasing protocols know. And instead of adding token minting, he just locked up 99% of the tokens and took the APR and APY down to 77% to make it sound sustainable and deflationary. Honestly, they airdrop tokens to your wallet. You auto compound. They enlist taxes like every other project. How is that different? It's not. Fundamentally, it is the same. Your mechanism is a little different, but you are the same as every other rebasing protocol. And I want that to be 100% clear. So with that said, I think I can rest my case. You may have bought your world at 70 cents on pink sale when they raised their 75 grand or whatever it is that they have their 7-second sellout on. But that's because they only offered up 1% of the supply. Okay. You might have even been able to buy it for a bit less than 70 cents with BNB fluctuations. But back on that day, August 15th, one BNB, as they quoted in their, token sale, gets you 326.5 world on launch day. Put BNB at $236 on launch day, putting the value of world token to 72 cents. So those tokens, which we just proved, are now worth, the ones that you bought for 72 cents, less than 25 cents right now if you try to take all of your money out. Good luck to you all. Please stop buying into the same projects that literally fail every single time and go look into some actually legitimate projects. Seriously. I know that he's using his platform to say, oh, Drew's only shilling his own stuff. There's a reason why I only shill my own stuff. Look at what happened to you, Daniel, and your reputation in this market for shilling other people's stuff. Brian Legend, Safuu, Safuu Go, Safuu X, all of them, scams, rug pulls, terrible projects based on flawed mathematics, flawed economics, tokenomics that just don't work, just terrible principles, and horrible people running them, right? You tethered yourself and your social platform. This is the main difference between you and I, my friend. You tethered yourself to a scam artist, and you mentored under him. That's your reputation in this market now. I actually called out every single one of those scams and was right about all of them. That's my reputation in the market. That's why I have 2 legitimate companies that I founded, and I talk about them because I control them. I'm not going to talk about somebody else's project. Why would I do that? Why would I tether myself to a project that could absolutely ruin my reputation, just like it did for you? Your entire 5,000 subscribers, you have zero entertainment value. That's not a dig. That's just facts. Okay. You have zero entertainment value in your videos. The only reason that you have 5,000 subscribers is because you were only talking about Safuu for a year and a half, man. So if you would have taken a totally different approach, you wouldn't even have a social platform, I would bet, at this point. But I took a totally different approach, and I actually have a social platform, and I funded both of my companies through that social platform, right? Both of my companies, multi-million dollars. And guess what? We've got 2 CFs opening, PreSend and Wolfer Finance. If you want to stop investing in BS like this, and you want to stop investing in poo coins and getting absolutely wrecked, buying things for 72 cents on a hope and a whim and a prayer that it might do something in the future when it's clearly not going to, because it's getting $3,000 worth of trading volume, it's worth $142,000 in market cap, and 99% of the tokens are locked up ready to dump on you. I'm not saying that they're going to dump on you, but what I'm saying is only 1% of the supply is out there, and their tokens, that 1% supply, is only worth 23 cents when you bought it for 72. Look no further than Wolfer Finance and PreSend. We're opening up the CFs in the coming weeks. Make sure you follow the channel. Obviously, hit that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Boom! Bang on that notification bell, baby. Comment whatever you want in the relevant sections. We welcome all of the smoke, and we're here for it. This will probably be the last time that I talk about this, because now that I looked even further into your contract, it shows you only have 400 holders, and that your coin is worth $23,500 in liquidity. So I probably won't cover it ever again. And my guess is Daniel will fade into oblivion and abyss, just like Safuu did. See you guys in the next video. Peace.